by himself. Because when it comes time to shed his feathers so that he can soar, he got to get his neighbor to help him.
Oh.
Here is something else. When you see an eagle, it always looks like he just got through shaving. His beak is always... What he does is he sharpens that in the rocks.
Yes.
And he cuts it down. But when he sharpens his beak, he can't protect himself. Guess who helps? His neighbor. He cries out for his neighbor, and the neighbor comes, I got you back. Go ahead. I got you back. He's not able to, an eagle like any of y'all world is on a farm with chickens. You know chickens have them stirrups. I was my mother and daddy's worst child. I always had to find out why it worked, how it worked. Those sharp, and they sharpen them. So the time they go into the sharpening process to allow them to grow back, they can't stand a lot by themselves. Right. They got to call on their neighbor. That's it. So when God compares, or Isaiah compares us soaring like eagles, we don't do it alone. We do it with somebody.
Yeah. All right.
Somebody ought to be watching out for my soul. Somebody ought to be encouraging me when I get weak. Somebody ought to, every once in a while, when you miss me, just call me. Because I didn't see you in service today. I just want to call and see if everything is all right. And I know people, a lot of people respond negative, but you do your part. Amen. Time is rolling on. Let me go. Then, he says, not only mount up, but they shall run and not get weary. Yes. You ever seen them guys in 100-yard dash? When I was a football player, that once if we are in the realm of being an eagle, God will strengthen us. But even if you are just a springer, all right. But they don't get those guys who run the sprint 100-yard dash to get in the marathon. They know they're short distance. We got some short distance in the church. And we've been trying to get them to be marathon runners. And they don't have no strength. They give out. But God deals with them too. Because he said, not only does he mount up the wings of eagle, and he said, and not be weary, he said, but they shall run and not get weary. Those are the when you have responsibility. Like I told you, guy, I'm messing around on my computer. You will not get weary. And I'm going to tell you, when it comes to serving God, it seems like you're running all the time. And here's the thing I want us all to get. And I need to take, it's not on the paper, so let me get out here so I can get close to you. Okay? I told you earlier that the church at Sweetwater has a great work. Amen. We have a great work, and God is holding us accountable. Amen. When you say great work, I was looking the other day, if we got every member of this congregation that we have, we wouldn't have room to sit. I know we got zone leaders. I know we got assistant zone leaders. But everybody needs to play a part in calling somebody. Amen. We got more members than we got chairs to sit in. Amen. Amen. So it takes all of us. Amen. And somebody said that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. Amen. So it's a lot. But if you make a step, yes. know, when you look at the list in these zones, you'll get weary. Weary, they grow these people. But if you start, God will give you strength. He said he gives strength to run and not get weary. We can do it. Amen. God expects us. Let's see, God has grace for us in the time of help. And so we need to take advantage of his grace. And when you talk about swiftly moving, as I said, swiftly is you're darting in and out. You're moving fast. Mm-hmm. But each one of us can play a part in moving fast. Amen. Amen. There's too much to do not to get involved. Amen. Is that all right? Amen. All right. Amen. And all of that, see, we can do. Luke said the things that seem impossible with men, they are possible with God. Amen. You say, well, we can't do that, but it seems impossible to us. But they are possible with God, because that's the one who's going to let us run and not get weary. And running takes, you got to take on a different person. Running is almost like fighting. If you win a race, now if you're just out there running, sometimes, not all, sometimes, I'm in the yard, determination when you run. You know what I mean? You got to be determined. You ever see those guys racing? They stick their chest out. They run something. I'm saying that because if you're running for Jesus, it's almost like you're in a fight. You are in a fight. That's right. And in 1 Corinthians chapter 9, just shut this down because I got to keep moving. But Paul says, I therefore run. Not as, Paul said, I don't run with certainty. He said, but what I do is I fight. Not as one that is beating the air. I don't run like I'm already beaten. That's what I do when I'm running the race. I know I ain't going to get this. Ain't going to need me speed up. I can't speed up. I'm going fast as I can go. Amen. You just need to read along. That's right. Paul said, but I don't run like that. He said, I don't run as if I'm just beating the air. In other words, I'm not getting anywhere. I don't have any intention. Right. Paul said, when I run, I run to win. Paul said, and the reason that I do it, he said, but I keep my body and bring it under subjection. Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's an interesting statement. When I run for that phone now, I want to have it in there. He's got it measured. And the writer said, if you run, you won't get weary. That's the reason. Things are measured. They're proportionate. And Paul said, I run that I bring my body in subjection, lest there be any means. He said, I preach to others, I preach myself. In other words, I can't tell you what to do if I'm not doing it. Amen. Amen. That's right. Amen. I can't encourage you to be faithful. Here I am living. Right. And you say, listen, make sure y'all cut the lights out, and I'm the last one to always leave the lights. All right. Amen. Make sure you lock the door. You know, some parents. Boy, you. 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 7. Just jot it down. Paul said, I have fought a good fight. Yes. Yeah. I finished my course. And I kept the faith. Philippians chapter 3, 13 and 14. Just write it down. I love this passage. Yes. Brethren, I count not myself to apprehend. In other words, Paul said, I have not yet arrived. That's right. I've been in the church a long time. Paul said, brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do. Yes. Forgetting those things which are behind me. reaching forth to those things which are before me. Paul said, I press. Isn't that 100-yard dash? That sound like you got a 100-yard dash? You don't ever still got to run the 100-yard dash. Look, see who behind you. Nope. No. What you do see him do is pressing.
Yes.
Paul said, we need to press. Yes. God got grace for us to move up if you just press.
Yeah.
Yes. That's right.
Yes, sir.
If you make no effort to press, God can't bless you to move up. If you want to move up in your spirituality, press.
Yeah. Help me, Lord.
Press takes effort.
Yes. Yes.
When trials come, press.
Mercy.
When disappointments come, press.
Help me, Lord.
And even when failures are incurred, you must press.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Don't forget God has promised us. He said, you run and not get weary.
Yes.
He said, grace, God's grace can help us to do anything but fail.
Yeah.
And somebody said, well, Brother Coffey, I believe what you're saying. I want to do better. I want to move forward. Where can I get the strength to move forward? I just told you. But let's do this. I think we got time.
Amen.
Let's turn to Hebrew. You got a few minutes?
Amen.
Let's turn to Hebrew. And let's look at Hebrew chapter 12. That's some good stuff here.
Yes, sir.
I wish that I don't have time today.
That's all right.
I'm already disappointed. I don't want to look too far. But I don't have time today. You probably read this 100 times, and so have I. But every time I read it, I get something different.
All right.
In verse 1, Hebrews 12. You ever read that before?
Amen.
How many times have I read it? Oh, so many.
I can't count it.
Paul said, or the writer. Let me say the writer. Nobody's done it.
That's right. That's right.
He said, wherefore?
Uh-huh.
When you say wherefore, know what it's there for. Wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witness. You want to know how to get on with that strength? Now remember, you're running in a race. He said you will run and not be weary. He said we are compassed about with so great cloud of witness. Look at this remedy or recipe. Let us lay aside every weight. Oh, Lord, let's start a new sermon. Move Carol on the clock. I got to get this, got straighten this up. He said, let us, notice Paul included himself, let us, or writer, lay aside every weight. That's in your Bible? Amen. Look and make sure. Now, I don't want you to say what Coffey said. He said, let aside every weight and sin that would so easily beset us. First thing that sticks out of it, or stick out like a sore thumb. Every weight is not a sin.
Amen.
There are some things that you might need to lay aside. Amen. There's nothing wrong with them sinfully, but they are impeding.
Right.
You know what impeding is? That used to be my favorite term. I used to rehearse that every morning while I leave home as a police officer. So when I get on I-95 committee, every morning there was somebody hindering and impeding traffic. $175 ticket. They driving in that left lane. I get up there behind them. What you stop me for? I'm not speeding. No, you're not. But you certainly are hindering and impeding. What is that? You're going too slow. How much is that going to cost? $175. So Paul says there are some things that are not a sin. All of us engage in those things. They're not necessarily sinful, but if they are hindering you.
Yeah, that's it. Right. Amen. Amen.
Amen.
Amen.